Hi friends, I'm Dave Reynolds, and I'm the church planting team leader for the Alliance. I want to thank you for taking some time to celebrate church planting with us. You know, church planting is a proven way to reach people with the good news of Jesus. Matter of fact, our Alliance family comes from a single church planter named A.B. Simpson and just a handful of faithful believers. They started a church called the Gospel Tabernacle, and that church reached out to the overlooked people around them in New York City. And as those people came to faith, and as they were nurtured and as they grew, they sent those people out to start new churches in other areas of the country and other areas of the world. We call churches that do that raise up leaders and send them to where God has called them to go, greenhouses. And we're seeing many greenhouses emerge today in the Alliance. And we're seeing churches that are being prepared to launch and churches that are already launching in urban areas, in rural areas, all around the country. We're seeing prisoners who are now church planters. We're seeing new churches start for the deaf community. New churches are happening all over the country because of greenhouses, just faithful churches like yours. And being a greenhouse isn't a complicated thing. It starts with just helping out a church plant. We've given you some resources and some simple ways that you can help and encourage a church planter. And I'd encourage you to do just that. And if you see leaders in your midst that you think might be church planters, I encourage you to put that challenge before them and nurture them according to their gifts in the direction that God would have them go. You know, when I was called to be a church planter, I didn't know what a church planter was. I had a friend and mentor and pastor say to me, "I think you're a church planter." And I really thought that that was the guy who worked with plants around the church. I was ignorant. But they trained me up to send me out. So if you see those leaders, I would encourage you to nurture them in the direction God has called them to go. You know, we have these millions of people today because of one faithful church. And I wonder sometimes, where will the next great movements of God come in the Alliance and in the kingdom? It will be in faithful churches. Don't have to be huge churches, but faithful churches like yours. Finally, maybe you're listening to me right now and you're wondering if you might be a church planter. I'd encourage you to go to alliance.churchplanterprofiles.com and do a simple exercise that we have there. Talk to your pastor, talk to your church leadership, talk to your district, because maybe God is calling you.
Hi, I'm Terry Smith, Vice President for Church Ministries, and I want to join Dave in saying thank you, Alliance family. Every time we plant a church in a new community, we bring an ongoing gospel presence. The nations are coming to the neighborhoods. People that we would never be able to go to are coming to us and presenting us a golden opportunity to plant churches and to evangelize. So thank you, churches that are opening your doors to be a greenhouse church. And a big thank you to all of our churches across the Alliance who are praying and giving generously so that churches can be planted and the gospel can go forward here in the United States.